So what's up everybody, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to the channel, welcome to the family. I hope by the end of this video you will stick around, and for those who are the OGs, welcome back. I know it's been a while, but we are here, and as you can see from today's title, we have done something very interesting, something very off kilter, a little something that's a little bit different than what I've ever done in life. And we got a colonic, yay! I don't know why I'm saying yay, but guys, this was something. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Kim. I'm also known as Kash. I am a nurse. I'm a nurse practitioner here in New York. So I do have a segment on my channel called The Nurse's Corner, where we discuss, nursing related things, bodily things, anatomy, health, things of that sort. So yes, let's get into this colonic situation. So let's start with a little bit of TMI. So colonics are basically a form of detoxification of your colon, and your colon is actually a part of your stomach. And colonics are basically a great way to kind of get your system going, kickstart some movement, flush out old feces and things of that sort. So I had the bright idea, well, it wasn't my idea first, but I have been thinking about a colonic for a while, and a friend of mine had recommended that we get one. But at first, of course, with anything that is probably new, most people are a little bit apprehensive, and I was one of those people who was apprehensive because I didn't want to experience any of the the adverse effects or the serious complications of it. So my biggest thing was, I don't want to get a colonic because I don't want something bad to happen to the inside of my, I don't want my system to be turned off. I don't want my balance to be off. I don't want my electrolytes to be off. I don't want to perforate my colon. But after doing a little bit more research, I was like, you know what? Let's do a colonic and let's see if it really does alleviate some of the symptoms that I have. So the TMI is that I am not regular. And by regular, I mean I don't have a routine bowel pattern. If my mom was available, I will pull her in here and let her share the same information with you guys, because from childhood, I think my mom said I was even hospitalized as a kid because I was constipated, and I do not classify myself as someone who is constipated, but I do not have a regular pattern. So sometimes what happens is that by not having a normal pattern, you can feel full all the time, you can essentially bloat, and for me, I have skin ailments such as eczema, and eczema is a form of an allergic type of reaction and an autoimmune type of thing. But there have been suggestions that if you try to detoxify your blood, detoxify your system, you can actually remove a lot of impurities and things like that to kind of help combat the flare-ups. So in addition to that, I'm a woman, so my weight fluctuates all the time. So of course I thought a colonic would be a great way for me to kind of kick off, or to not to kick off, but to add to the lifestyle that I've currently been practicing. So for the past year, I've been trying to take a little bit more consciousness as it pertains to my health. So last year, I really started implementing working out. I really started to cut a lot of things out of my diet, and I do find that I've been able to kind of decrease my eczema flare-ups. I've been able to kind of manage my weight just a little bit, but again, there's nothing wrong with adding a little bit more to the picture. So now colonics. Let me go on to I pulled up just some information as to the benefits of colon cleansing. So of course, you know that it can remove toxins from your digestive system, helps with weight loss, it helps increase your energy, clearer thinking, things of that sort, right? For those of you who are a little bit aware of how the body works or how the body is constructed, you do have your stomach. Your stomach is not the entire abdomen. People call the stomach the abdomen. No, people call the abdomen the stomach, but the stomach is actually a really small, probably the size of your fist. It's an organ that's literally on the left upper part of your stomach. of your abdomen. And from there you have your small intestine, which is where after you finish eating and you know the food is broken down into your stomach itself, you have the small intestine, and then from there you have the large intestine. The large intestine itself is the actual colon, which is going to get cleansed in the colonic. So you have 3 parts of your colon. You have the ascending, transverse, and descending part of the colon, and within the process of getting a colonic, the water that is and the solution that is inserted inside of you helps to break down and remove most of the feces that is backed up into your colon. So every time you have a bowel movement, you're not necessarily cleaning out your entire colon. You're just basically excreting some of the waste that are at the lower end of the descending colon, if you understand what I mean. So the colonic is actually supposed to help like reach a little bit further, so it's not just focused on that one little section. It kind of goes a little bit farther back, and essentially can go throughout the entire colon if you actually prepare properly, if you have a better diet, and also maybe if like your stool is not necessarily too firm or robust. So I actually vlogged the next part of this, which is the actual process. And no, I'm not gonna expose, you know, everything. I'm not gonna expose too much, but you'll kind of get the gist of it. Before the actual colonic itself, my friends, my sister and I, we actually did like a detoxifying foot soak thing. It was separate from the colonic, but I mean at the end of the day, if you're here for like a mind, body, soul cleansing experience, you might as well do the whole shebang. Within the foot detox, that's where I was actually impressed the most.
First time for everything. So what was a prep? So I didn't eat this morning, no, I did have dinner yesterday, and I think I probably mentioned this in like the details, you know, before this, but for the colonic you have about 2 days of prep. They do recommend like puree, soft things like soups and smoothies and drinks and shakes and all this other stuff. I did for day 1, I basically had an apple, I had some coffee, and I had a soup and Brussels sprouts for day 1. That was like my first day of prep. The second day I did like yogurts, like that. I did tons and tons of Greek yogurt, and then I cheated last night, which was like part of day 2. But nonetheless, I only had some salmon and I had salmon and asparagus and spinach. I figured like the spinach wouldn't stick anyway. But yeah, so we're excited. So we're about to go inside.
But otherwise, and the thing is that when we tell you that you need to prepare, it's just because you're putting less in your system, and you're putting less in your system, so you're lighter there.
Right.
If you eat everything like the meats and the grains and all that the day before, 1, you will have a lot more discomfort, and 2, that's what you're releasing. You're releasing whatever you had before. Guys, Bliss is here. Say hi, girl.
Hi, guys.
Wait, am I supposed to see you? Y'all remember her? Yeah. So it's giving. You nervous?
I'm
not
I don't
nervous.
want to be uncomfortable. I don't like to be I don't want to be uncomfortable.
I mean, I do know that people have said that you can have like cramping and like.
Can we eat after?
I don't see why not, but the thing is, I'm not gonna eat after. I'm probably gonna find like a juice or something, a smoothie or something to drink.
You're not gonna eat.
I have to eat later. I'm not gonna eat now. Just I don't.
You scared?
Nope. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Y'all, I'm gonna be so skinny. I don't think y'all know. I don't think y'all understand. All right.
How often you can do this? We should do this like a once a month kind of thing.
I don't think once a month is healthy. I think you could probably do it like a few times a year. For the foot detox thing, you can do that like all the time. So this is the thing. So we're doing a couple things today. Ashley and Erna, they're also here. They're inside. They're getting their colon cleansing now, but Bliss and I are gonna do foot soaks. So the foot soaks, basically it uses like ions, I think like positive and negative ions to pull out the impurities from your feet, which then causes like the water to turn a color possibly, like if you actually are like, you know, solid dirty on the inside. So hold on a second, what happened?
I gotta go. She said we have to put it in ourselves.
Oh wow. This is gonna be an experience. This is gonna be something.
You have to get undressed?
No.
Oh.
No, so I have one with my sweat bra and guys. Okay. It feels like you want to go. It's intense. It feels like you feel the water. You definitely feel the water going up there. You feel things happening in your mouth.
And so through osmosis, things are particles and things that are in the body are going to be eliminating through the pores of your feet. So then you'll see inside the tub different changes in the texture of the water and the color of the water.
Okay.
All of those changes are going to correspond to different parts of your body, different systems in your body. Like you'll see if it turns yellow, that's toxicity coming out of your bladder. You'll see if there are like even now, you can start to see these little formulations, like these little black specks. And then you can see, this is candidiasis.
Oh.
You see all of that? That's just the first layer coming up. That's candida.
Wow. Guys, I don't know if you can see this, but my water is going from like, it was like just clear before, or not clear, but I had like these little white specks and now it's turning green. And mine is just getting darker and darker. Yeah, I'm sick. Y'all, the water is turning brown. Can you see that?
Your whole water is brown.
Wow. Alright, y'all, so the brown, there's two, I guess, hypotheses. One of them says brown is liver. Yeah, backed up colon byproduct. Both of these seem pretty accurate. Oop, my sister's calling. Yup.
Yo, you got wipes?
Wipes? Hold on a minute.
This is a gravity system. It's a continuous flow machine. So it's kind of like an enema. There's no pressure like in a closed system. So it's very gentle, okay? When I leave the room, you guys are gonna disrobe from the bottom down, okay? You can leave your shirt on and then roll it up past your belly, okay? Then what happens next is, this is the tube. This is what you're gonna insert into your rectum, okay? Do you see these two holes? This is as far as it has to go in.
Okay.
Okay? When you feel your finger, that's how you know you've gone far enough.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna connect this tube to the check valve, okay? This keeps the water flowing from the system here into you. So you can use this lubrication, you can put the glove on and use the lubrication on both the tube and your rectum, whatever is most comfortable for you. Then I will go into part 2.
This is where voiceover Kash is kicking in, because guys, let me tell you something. All that excitement, negative. I definitely was cramping. Come on, it feels like loose stools, diarrhea happening. And of course, as the water goes farther and farther up your colon, it does cause a little bit of, motility. As it gets to the end, you don't feel so bad because that's kind of natural, but I don't want you guys to think that this was a walk in the park. They do recommend that you do some clockwise motions around your abdomen to kind of help facilitate the BM, but please don't look at my face. I'm not comfortable, but it's doable. If I could do it, you definitely could do it, because yeah.
This is electrolytes just to replenish any water loss.
Oh, beautiful. All right, so this is the probiotic, guys. You can see it. And electrolyte water. Okay, so you said 3 every...
Within 30 days.
3 within 30 days.
You can do them like once a week for 3 weeks is good.
Uh-huh.
Even closer than that is even better.
Uh-huh.
If you can do them like 3 in a row, it's good. But once a week for 3 weeks is perfect.
Okay.
The reason for that is because you're not putting much in your system.
Guys, we've made it. Actually, 10 out of 10. Would you recommend? 1 out of 10?
10.
10, okay.
Please go. Do it for you. Don't listen to what the people have to say. You need to do it for you.
Yeah.
It is a good experience that everyone should at least experience once.
At least once. So if anything, we'll be back in maybe another season, but. So all in all, will I recommend a colonic? Definitely. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I don't think that I'll be the type of person to do it 3 times in a row, as it is recommended by the worker there, the employee. She was explaining that typically you want to do a colonic maybe every season, at the start of every season, just to kind of kickstart and, you know, detoxify you, freshen you up, you know, get you going. But they recommend that you do 3 sessions back to back. So it'd be like you do one week, you do one the next week, and you do one the week after. The purpose is because each time you get a colonic, the water is able to go further and further up into the colon, as I explained earlier, and you can essentially detoxify the entire colon, like all 3 parts of it, as compared to maybe like just the lower part, or maybe like the first part of it, which is your descending colon. I don't think I will do that because, again, I do fear potentially like getting my electrolytes off balance, or maybe being dehydrated, or maybe just doing too much. But I definitely felt energized after. I felt so light. I was scared to eat that day. Ironically enough, I had a birthday party to go to, and everything that I wanted to eat are things that I know that was either in my water after I did my foot soak, or there were things that I know would not necessarily contribute towards a healthy kickback. So that was probably the biggest thing for me. But would I recommend it? Absolutely. Now, if you're asking if my bowel patterns have changed, or if my bowel patterns have gotten any better, I would probably say that I'm not as bloated. Maybe if I do it a few more times, I'll probably see a difference. Once you're done, your stomach is flatter, you have no gas, so that obviously helps with any bloating, and you just feel better overall. So let me know down below, have you guys ever gotten a colonic? Have you thought about it? Have you thought about it? If you haven't done it, have you thought about it? And what has been your apprehension? Like, why haven't you done it? If you have done it, what's your experience like? Will you do it again? And most importantly, I love you guys, and I thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting me, supporting my channel. There's more to come. I've been going for a minute, now I'm seriously back with the jump off. So don't be surprised if you start seeing some more uploads on this channel. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, leave your questions down below, and what else is there? I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you later. Bye.